So guys, sorry about the hurt. I just wake up and new low weight 189.9. Little by little. Jesus, I need to pick up all that, like all those water bottles. You have to stay hydrated. So see you in a little bit. Evening because it's almost night, so I just finished up working and I'm going to the gym, but I wanted to talk to you real quick about something that I find it is good to know, and that is what do you do when you messed up on your diet? Okay, let's perhaps say you have a certain amount of macros or calories or an intake of food that you normally take in your daily basis. Now, what happens once you go over that that amount? What do you do? Like, the reason why I'm bringing this to attention is because it was one of the biggest mistake that I had when I started up, doing my nutrition training and all that. Is that there was days, for example, that I end up binge eating, which I don't recommend at all. And the reason why is because I lacked at that moment of let's perhaps say will, basically. So what do I used to do when that happened to me is when that happened to me, the first thing that I did was the next day I tried not to eat anything, and that's worse actually. I don't know if that is what happens to you or something like that. You feel guilty or something like that, and then you go crazy the next day to compensate for the the day that you messed up. And what ended up happening is, for example, every time that I had to that I binge eat the next day and the other day, I try not to eat that much and only hit the protein or something like that. But what happened is that those couple of days I was like super hungry, and then by the third day I break out again the diet. I don't know what that happens. I don't know if there is a study for that, no idea. But it was something that obviously was happening and was something that was wrong. So my recommendation, or what started working for me, is that first of all, I started the habit of not breaking that. But of course, there are gonna be certain days that maybe you are on with your family or something like that, and you break the diet that day. The next day it has to be something with your diet. So basically, you're gonna do the same thing that you normally do. Don't go crazy and start cutting and doing crazy adjustments on the your calorie intake, because that's damaging actually you more than what is helping you. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to talk about. Is something that really got to me and happened to me, and I wanted to transfer you that way you don't end up doing the same thing that I did, because it took me time to to realize that mistake. I remember, like, when I was doing it or something like that for quite some time, like, for example, at the beginning, when I didn't had the habit, there was like weeks that I was drinking and doing stuff and doing crazy, like eating a lot and partying, and then the next week I did like like a cleansing juice type of thing, eating, drinking actually juice every single day of the week. So all those solutions, those after doing all the the juicing and all that all the week I was breaking the diet and all that, and I really don't want you to go through that, because yeah, you are gonna hurt yourself and it's not gonna be worth it. So the best thing is, of course, not breaking the diet. Now if you have to break the diet or your nutrition, basically don't try to compensate. Next day, just basically eat what you normally eat in your regular basis, and your body's gonna adjust, and whatever weight you gain is gonna come right off. Most of the time it is water weight, but there are other times that that you put on some fat depending on how bad you did it that day. So yeah, that's basically it. Hope you like it. If you like this content, please share, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell, and have a wonderful night.